What's going on?
Welcome to the Scale Builders Guild.
And Harley Designs. Just had to get the first word in.
Hello,
although they're
everyone.
watching a commercial right now anyway.
Yeah, how does that work? It just shows a commercial beforehand now?
Yeah. It's a handy little trick that YouTube plays.
Those tricksters.
So we have to talk for 30 seconds before we can ask people to check in.
Well, assuming that they watch all the way through. I'm sure they can skip.
Mine are all non-skippable. High dollar. I want the full penny.
That's true. Welcome, everyone. Hopefully everybody's having a good week. And we both sound good.
Well, I sound like I have a cold still.
Oh, dear. That's not good. Why don't you check in?
My Scale Nationals video as my voice goes further and further into... Anyway.
It's true. I was almost late. I wasn't almost going to make it, but we got it sorted.
Yes, good. Yeah. Check in where you're watching from and when the last time you got a haircut was.
It's good. I've got some stuff I think that for mail call that would be great for a haircut. But we'll get to that later. We don't need to talk about that right away. How you been? We should start. Matt finally figured out the mic situation. It took me a good solid hour to get that sorted today. No, I was briefly at emergency.
Yes.
Yeah, not my emergency.
Which is different than how people in the United States say that.
Oh yeah. How do you say it in America?
We say that you're either at the ER or the emergency room. We're very specific. We don't just say we are at emergency. Like you said that, and I was like,
oh. Actually, what we usually say here is emerge. I wouldn't even bother with the rest of the word.
Really?
Oh yeah, I had to pop down to emerge real quick.
We usually say the ER.
Oh, the ER. Yeah. Uh-huh. Well, because of the television program.
The very popular one with Mr. Clooney.
In Canada, though, that one was just called Emerge.
Oh. And it was just a waiting room?
We got TGH checking it. Yeah, it was just, oh, man, I hope we get to see a doctor real soon.
It's like Clerks, but...
Yeah. My wife had to go to him. Well, didn't have to go. She was... very strongly urged by her family doctor to go to emergency. So we took her. It turns out she's fine.
She's just married to you.
Yeah. That was the problem.
Nope. That headache. Nope. He just lives with you.
That'll never go away.
On your theme for today and
yes.
For your video release,
family.
You can have any beer you want as long as it's a Corona.
It's good. I only know quotes from Tokyo Drift because, as far as I'm concerned, that's where that series peaked.
I can't believe I've done this show with you for so many weeks.
Family.
If Fast and Furious isn't quoted at least 3 times a day in the office, there's something wrong. Somebody was sick, if that's the case. Like, you feeling okay?
Oof.
Yeah.
I see. I'm not around people enough to be able to have those
especially cool
situations. People. I know who you work with.
I've seen the clothes you wear.
Yeah, exactly.
I know the type of... No one with the top button done quotes Fast and the Furious.
They do, but only like the bad guy. What's the bad guy's name?
Which one?
Jason Statham. Because he was a fine dressed criminal. Ozzy RC Queen, thank you very much. Hello. What shock oil should I use in this SCX6 Sydney in 1 month?
Sardine.
That's not a weight.
Sardine oil.
I would go pretty heavy duty, actually.
You know,
60.
it's not something I've experimented
I
with
haven't.
yet. I just
Yeah, I haven't messed
with
with it
the
very
I don't
much.
know, like with the shock piston size and the diameter. I really don't know that yet, so I can't
Yeah,
really. I,
I'm not going to say with much certainty, but I would say around 60 is probably good. And RC Dave Charge Up, thank you very much. Teach Stinky Josh how to be a better YouTuber. I don't think he needs to take advice from me. He's doing just fine.
oh,
Or
it
maybe
has.
not. Shaw, that's the guy's name.
Yeah, yeah. I know who.
Herbs and Sure.
Herbs and sure.
I'm Base Hurts is like only Tokyo Drift. Wow, that was the worst one. Yeah, that's the joke. I'm kidding, guys.
We can't allow
No,
it.
I've seen some of them. What's the one where at the beginning they're driving?
You're hurting me. You're hurting me
The
in my
man,
in my core memory area.
the man, the man in the show. He's I can't remember his name right now, but he's friends with Ludacris. Is that
Okay.
that ring a bell?
Yeah, yeah.
And then the other man, he was at the end of Tokyo Drift, which placed that movie further beyond the past, into the past. Is that right?
Is that no? No, it's
It's in the future.
yeah.
It's after the male model is dead.
Yeah.
Right?
You're hurting me. Stop it.
We
This is how people feel when I
Okay.
insult Star Wars.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm glad you finally figured it out. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, this is my homework for the next 9 weeks.
Okay.
Is Nicole laughing too much in the background? Is she watching the show tonight?
Oh, that's not why she would be laughing. I promise you.
There's 9 episodes. There's 9 movies. Yeah,
Yes.
including
Well,
Herbs and
no.
Sure.
There's
10.
10, including Tokyo Drift. I think. There's
Okay.
F9 was the last one, but
Which is fine. I think it's F9 is fine. That's what they, Fast and the Furious 9.
what's 10 like? The next one
Yeah,
maybe is
Hobbs
10.
and Shaw. Much
F-
regret. Exactly, Jay. That one was terrible.
They're all good.
I fell asleep at the theater watching that movie, and I woke up and I went, "This is still on." It's like when Trujillo talks about our show. I was feeling the same way about Herbs and Sure.
You're old.
I
You
woke
fell
up.
asleep at a
It
movie.
was so hot. It was so hot in the theater, and we went to the late show. It didn't start till 10:30. So around midnight, I woke up and I was like, I thought this was a different movie. I didn't know they were going to American Samoa as well.
I'm done talking to you already.
Okay, cool.
I hope
Great.
that you.
This is a great episode.
Do you have to go
Thanks,
back to
everybody.
emergency? Like,
No, I brought her home. She's here.
That's
She's
good.
here now. No, but what I'm going to do, my homework over the next 10 weeks, is I'm going to watch a movie, a Fast and the Furious movie,
okay.
every week, and we're going to talk about that movie on the show.
Okay.
Okay?
Done.
Great. I am starting at the beginning.
The best one.
Number 1. I'll watch it tonight.
Okay. I'll allow it.
All right. So we can all play this game, actually. You can go home. Or well, maybe you are already at
Most
home.
likely. They're not at the theater. They're not falling asleep yet.
It doesn't come for another 10 minutes. DK just goes, Matt woke up to a live action Moana. I was like, I don't get it. What happened? A minute ago, I've seen the trailer. I know this is in this movie, but it feels like a different movie. Anyway, yes, I will watch 10 too many, said SFL.
No.
Oh, great. Okay, no, that's not true. They're definitely good. So I'm going to watch. You can all do this with me. We'll watch the first one tonight, and we'll talk about it next week.
Yes. Done.
Flying Cars is better.
Oh.
Adam Engel, I do have some GCM rigs, or I have in the past anyway. I've had a couple of C Maxes. I've had a skeleton. I had a cross country. I've had everything except the latest C Max. So
Yes.
um,
Can we talk about some? Chad F in the chat just asked, Matt, did you blow vape smoke at your Challenger to get the smoke? I believe it's a
yeah,
Charger, but
I was sucking on a robot. No, I wasn't, and I'm gonna get what I was using because this is pretty cool stuff. Hang on, it's just so handy that everything is like close by. I was using what's called atmosphere aerosol.
oh, interesting.
Make it atmospheric in here right now.
I was thinking it may have just been a video effect, but I was not sure.
Hey, man.
Yeah. God.
It's extremely toxic. No, it's just mineral oil. It's mineral oil in a can, yeah. So it creates atmosphere. Hello, fellow nerds. Hello, West Desert Wheeler.
We could talk quickly about the Axial SCX24 Gladiator coming out.
What?
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 Is that the teaser that they put out?
Was that the teaser?
Where they
put the hashtag
in the
description?
And like, who from Proline is running these social media accounts? Yes, it is
I know who it is. I'll tell you who it is.
Well, I don't. Is it Robert?
Well, I know you. No.
Who?
You know who it is.
This is the guy who does the Arma stuff?
His name rhymes with small.
Oh, well, there we go.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So yes,
His name is.
Now, just from the quick
Small.
teaser that they show as they pan past it, you can see that it is shortened proportions, it appears, because there's not enough space between the back door and where the wheel well is.
I don't know what you're talking
I
about,
don't know
man.
what you're talking about. Matt is looking at it in front of him right now.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. I refuse to know what you're talking about, possibly until tomorrow.
Right. So,
if that was designed to be a teaser, I'm just going to say right now, that was basically like an SBG style
leak.
oops.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was not the best ever.
Not a lot of T's in that one.
Maybe it's something else.
Yeah, maybe. That, you know what? That's what they should do. They should start throwing us off with the hashtags instead.
I actually would really appreciate that if they started to like mess with us.
Yeah.
And do other things and just be like psych and then never release that thing. That would be hilarious. Hashtag
Cadillac Avante. Hashtag.
Did you mean Alante?
Was it the Alante?
It was the Alante.
Is that okay?
Okay, listen, man. I don't know how many things you know about Fast and Furious movies, but I know a lot of things about Cadillacs that are terrible.
The Cadillac Alante, that was one where the body was built in Italy and they flew them over on a plane.
Built by Pininfarina.
Exactly. So,
Team Garage Hack RC Concepts, thank you very much. Tell the Aussie to drive their SCX6 and tune the shock oil based on the desired effect. Heavier oil will slow down the speed of the shock stroke. Hence why I suggested a heavier oil, because it's such a big truck. I think you want less motion in the ocean.
Hashtag Dodge Durango. Oh, yes.
Why? You know what? Durango would actually be something people might want. They should do the Nitro if they want to really annoy people.
Dodge Nitro. You know what I wouldn't hate is a Dodge Magnum. I liked that car.
I very much like that car a lot.
Give me a Dodge Magnum on the Arma felony or infraction platform, I'm all for it.
Oh, let's make that happen.
Yeah.
Who do we talk to?
God, who was the company that recently released another big body for like the ARMA vehicles? It's like
Wasn't it the
I think
drag
it was
concepts?
I think it was A Plastics. And I saw that, or it's something like that. I think it's them though. But I saw that they have a SRT Jeep body. It's like
Like the Trackhawk, the
yeah,
Grand Cherokee,
yeah.
as a drag body.
No. As like an
for the
infraction body.
Oh,
And
wow, that would
let
be.
me tell you, the
odd
detail is second only to the photo quality of the eBay only listing. It is god awful.
Like there's a big thumb in the
I mean, it's
photo.
so bad. So
That's
bad.
great.
Yeah. So I'm just saying.
No prep drag SUV. Yeah, I don't know. A Magnum infraction would definitely have me. And it would look good on the felony, right? Because of the bigger rear wheels.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
They can't do a Mustang body because it will injure bystanders.
They already did.
It's been done. Okay, so that's the news. You had news yesterday, right? That was yesterday?
Yes, the news was yesterday.
There were some good things in the news.
Yeah, there was. It wasn't bad. It was there was some decent new stuff. It always seems like somehow I'm able to make a show out of it. Somehow,
despite your best wishes.
Yeah, like I guess this still worked out. So how did I do this again?
Do this.
Brian Sherwood, thank you, sir. Did you have fresh fish Saturday night after my competition at the fish hatchery? I did not, but the truck did really well.
Is that where that was? The comp was at the fish hatchery?
Fish hatchery.
Where they make fish there.
They do. They grow them. It did really well. Someone was asking what shocks I have on this, and these are the S8E shocks from the
S8Es.
These are the same ones that come on the Phoenix, but these are a 90 millimeter flavor instead of an 80 millimeter flavor. But truck did well. I'd put the F10s on it.
Are we tasting shocks now?
So no, we're not.
Okay, good.
That's just gaskets. But beyond that, truck did really well, and now it's ready for me to ruin it with a bunch of scale points.
Yes, ruin it. I was doing some calculations the other day because I was like, how many things of firewood and bedrolls am I going to need to glue onto the roof of my truck? And I don't know. I don't think I'm going to need to put any on to max out my points.
I refuse to believe that, but we'll get... Doug Lemoyne, thank you, sir. Congrats on third place comp crawl last week. Little something for the war chest. Matt, no worries. I'm coming over there next. Thank you, Doug. Much appreciated. Honestly, I was super happy with how that truck did.
Yeah. To be fair, watching the video, it didn't look very, what's the word I'm looking for? Planted. I would say that the reason you did so well was driver compensation.
I think it may not have looked planted, but it's so hard to show in a video. Like, for one, the terrain, two, just I drive with momentum, which
that's very true. You do. There were some great saves by the truck,
by the driver.
Like, I think it was mostly gravity and just
gravity.
The truck placed in the right place, not because of where you drove it, but because of, the Earth's rotation.
Right. Yeah. If it would have been the other way, I would have been on the lid. I agree. It's just I happened to be the way that. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it was fun to watch, and the amount of fabricating and really, you're pushing some limits on your abilities, but also on stuff I've ever seen done before on a scale truck. So it's been very fun to watch, and it's such a huge contrast from what I've been doing, where I'm sort of like, you could use a ruler for this, but I've chosen not to. Yeah, it is pretty spectacular, and that bend, cut, send again.
Yeah. You sent it, we'll cut it, and then we'll mail it to you.com.
Send, cut, mail. That's what it's called. Right.
Send.com.
What a great. Do they have is that a jingle they use?
I think it is. It's where you get the best prices on hotels.
That is so cool, though. That is amazing. That it's so they not only do they cut it out of titanium, but do they actually like give it a bit of a polish?
Yeah, they deburr it for
cleanup?
you. Deburr is included. They do a great job, and yeah, and then they send it to you on this. They send it to basically on a piece of cardboard. They put all the parts on it, and then it's heat shrink, or what would you call it? Shrink wrapped down onto it. And it's just displayed.
Yeah. That's awesome.
But
that's really cool.
I'm ready to start titanium welding. I may start tonight.
Why not?
We shall see. Nicole, one of Nicole's girlfriends from out of town, is here, so they'll be.
That's what all that.
Yeah, that's what all the
nonsense is. I was like, tell that girl to pipe down out there.
Does she know what day it is? It's quiet day.
Yeah, it's quiet.
It's on
quiet
the calendar.
In the house day. I'm working.
It's on the
That's
calendar.
why I was so mad at Rebecca. I was like, how dare you?
You couldn't do this on a day that wasn't
distress.
I talk about toy trucks every Wednesday night.
Yeah, I was like, you better finish up. Tell the doctor. Yeah. You got to wrap this up by at least 8 o'clock, so I have enough time to get there and come home. Because I'm not allowed to stay with her.
Yeah, right.
I can't even be in the hospital.
You just got to kick her out at the curb.
Yeah, I was like, all right, good luck.
I like these rules. I hope that some of these rules stick around a while. Like, I don't have to sit in this waiting room the whole time. Sweet. Call me when you're done.
Yeah, I hope everything's okay. Love you. Bye.
Sorry, they won't let me in.
Jay Huff, thanks very much. Cheers, boys. Cheers to you, Jay Huff.
Family.
Family.
Team Garage Hack Concept. Thanks, sir. Congrats on the podium finish. No scale points applied at that event. No, they did not, and which was
no scale points, huge, no winch.
So I believe somehow I just got it in my head that it was a Class 2 comp. Nothing of the sort. The only rules were no pin tires, no TVP chassis, no winching, and you have to run a scale body, which was taken very loosely. So, yeah, I thought I had just gotten in my head that it's a Class 2, but no. And I want to talk about our whole year plan more because I miss comping so much. I really have thought about maybe just like
going to a couple other events.
No, not even that. Like actually like local stuff, being like, maybe I'll organize a few, like a
oh no,
I know. It's the dumbest
Josh,
thing I know.
You do not have enough friends to volunteer their time to help you with that.
That is true. I agree. We'll see.
I mean, you have Nicole. And you
honestly,
have some of the guys
she's good help for that.
Yeah, she'd be happy to talk to people for hours. Somebody was asking what this is behind me. It's a Tamiya pan car, 12th scale little race car thing.
Beautifully
that I got.
Done.
Beautifully done by somebody else. I got it used, and it's never been run. It's sat on a desk since I presume the early 2000s.
And now Matt has upgraded it to a wall.
Yeah, now it sits on a wall. There we go. Okay.
What's up?
Sorry about that. Cool. But, yeah. Comps are fun.
Comps are so fun.
I like the idea of it. I wish there wasn't as much waiting around. I wish there was just a lot more comping.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And honestly, smaller events, that it is more of the case. There isn't nearly as much waiting. I showed up at minutes after 9:30 and was
Late again.
and I wasn't even late. They were late starting, which was great. And then I was out of there on my way home by 12:30
Oh, in the afternoon?
in the
That's
afternoon.
perfect.
Short and sweet.
Yeah, I mean the thing was though, if that was like, were the time limits the same?
10 gates, 6 minutes.
So you came in third of 5 people.
No. I'm not sure how many people were there total or how many scores were total. But there was several.
Several.
There was
7.
There was more than a dozen. Dozens.
There was
even.
7 or a vol.
There's dozens
7 or
possibly. So I don't know how many
Deep
there was
into the
total.
12s.
Right. The screenshot I took only went to 12, and I don't know how many went past there. So
None.
could have, not sure.
No wonder it was over so quickly.
But yeah, so it was just a good time, and of course, just time management, different terrain, all of those things are just so much. It's good experience. I don't get the comp shakes like I used to, so it's.
Oh yeah, man! I remember my first comp.
Oh,
I remember watching other people at their first comp, and like full on. I could barely, not me. Other people could barely hold the remotes.
oh, I've been there.
Like they were like.
I mean, I've seen it before. Like start coming through the servo.
Yeah, exactly. It's just,
that's how, what, that a lot of people don't know this. That's where the comp wiggle was, invented. Like when you're in a spot and you got to like wiggle the wheels to get it to move over. It actually came just from a nervous person. So like, oh my God, did you see that?
That totally worked. I'm going to be nervous at the next comp. 12 total people, 1 adult. It's good, Jesse. Comps go faster when everyone only has 1 truck, not a truck for every class. That's true too. I mean, like with 3 different classes and everybody running all 3 classes, scale nationals will be no joke. That's for sure.
Are you guys serious? Comp nerves? Oh, for sure.
Oh, dude.
If you
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, especially at big events, like, a lot of people around.
Yeah.
You could have traveled tens of hours to get there. It is no
Yep.
new shirt.
I mean,
comparable.
I still go just for, I go for the fun of it. And I still get nervous. Like I'm laughing the whole way through, having a great time. But then every once in a while, things get a bit serious. And I'm like, I might actually, I think I'm doing okay. I think I might crack the top 28 here. Like,
and then you fall on your,
yeah, and roll it. Hand to God, hand to God, hand to God, hand to God, disqualified. I'm like, holy crap, I'm doing really well. And then I DNF the next 3.
Yeah. So I started out on the very first course with a DNF.
Yes.
And I showed that in the video, because I think I'm going to put out a video maybe Friday with just all of the footage from those. It'll probably only be 15 minutes or something like that. But and I'll probably just do a little voiceover on it because it can be handy for some of it. Like sometimes on course, a lot of the decisions that you have to make are just based on knowing your points, knowing your time, and trying to make a decision on how or what is going to be best for your score
right
at the end. And
there's a lot of that mental game too. I'm trying to like determine, well, do I use the winch or do I just take 5 reverses?
Well, and a winch is only 2 points. So yeah, I mean, if you did that math, I could see why you do so poorly. But
is the winch only 2?
Yes.
I always thought it was 5.
No, it is 2 points. But I can see.
Man, I'm going to use a lot more winches though.
I can see all of your decisions are
just take the reverses, man. It's cheaper. No wonder I've always blown it.
Yeah.
All right. Doug Lemoyne, thank you very much. Matt, a little something for your Scale Nats war chest as well. As you know, Josh needs help with his painting department. Feel free to share as you see fit. Josh will get none of my help.
I will have you know that I painted this body. And it looks...
I was going to ask you, actually, in the
great.
video, how many of the black parts are stickers?
This is carbon fiber.
That's a sticker.
As you can clearly see, which I cut on my silhouette cameo.
So it's a sticker.
Same as that.
And that is also a sticker. So the only part that's black that you actually painted is that giant piece there. Yeah. Wow, you taped that out so well.
You think I taped it?
You just cut out the overspray film?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
I did that live right after you left. The stream. I was like, now that Matt's gone, we can start showing some of the painting tips.
You didn't paint in the house again, did you? Oh my God. Don't ever do any of the things he does.
I guess I was wrong. TJ says a winch is 3 points. I thought it was 2. So it's 3. We were both wrong.
I'm slightly better off. Still behind.
Thanks,
but better
TGH.
Off. Adam Tevin said, when they're not measuring their wieners in the woods, they get all nervous on the rocks.
I was nervous. It's usually 4. I was in the pool.
That's so great. Grim, I already mentioned JF. Thank you. Any breaking news we need to know about?
We talked about
there was a teaser.
We talked about the Axial Gladiator that may be definitely coming out tomorrow. I talked about it because I don't officially know about it.
I don't know anything about it either.
Matt can't say anything about if it is or isn't, but I can read on the internet, so
I don't know anything. Let's do mail call. You want to do mail call?
Well,
got any mail? Get any mail? I got a bunch of stuff.
I forgot that we do this section every single week.
All right, I can start then. I got a few things from Vanquish.
Jesus. I'm gonna have to start monitoring our mail.
Hey, you sign off on all these things. I always say, make sure Josh looked at this before it goes in. What I get? I got a 4 of the Bully black wheels. I like the Bully wheel a lot. I think it's one of your finer designs that you've chosen.
Black Bully, blam.
Whoa, black! Where's that? I already mounted one up. Where did it go? There's so many things in here, guys. Where is it? Crumbs.
What?
Well, I had a wheel already mounted up, and I wanted to show it, but I don't know where it went. It's the first time I can't find something in here.
Wow.
Crumbs. That's annoying. All right. What else did I get? I got a whole whack of IFR rings.
Look at that. Look at the color options.
Black and red. I got some of these bad boys. The tank.
The gold tanks. A great choice.
Gold tank. Yes. I was quite pleased with myself with that one. I got some of the 225 hubs.
Yep. Yeesh.
Very, very narrow. That Axial teaser that we were talking about is on Axial's Instagram story.
And Facebook.
Got some rings here. Some more rings.
It's got some holies, some gray IFRs.
Yeah. I just kind of loaded up on miscellaneous things that I was like, I'm going to need these at some point. A bunch of scale hardware.
Yes, there was some regular stainless lug. I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have one thing. I just remembered. It's right in front of me.
I wish I knew where that wheel and tire combo went that I had already mounted up. Show off. Oh well.
Did you put it on those freaking Baja Pro X things again?
No, no, I'm not hurting your brain with those anymore. This is one of my other class 2 combos that I made up. That is a
That's the
105
trencher.
with a Proline trencher.
Let me tell you, I ran the J Concepts Tusks again. Or sorry, I
Oh,
ran
you
the
did?
J Concepts Landmines
Yes.
again this weekend. But I was running with Chino, and he was running the Tusks, I think.
Yeah.
Or the
Yeah.
or wait,
The honks.
what is it? The Husk? No, Tusk and
Tusk. I have them right here. Hang on.
it's not the hunk. It's the
Tusk. Landmine.
no. It's the other one. Is it what the heck is it? It's the Tusk and the what the crap. Anyway,
Dank. It's the dank.
he was running. Fuck, I can't remember now. One of those, the one that looks like it looks like the Baja, basically the Pro X. Anyway,
Okay.
they
Yeah.
did. It is the hunk. Man, what a stupid name. I was. Dude, that's a dumb name.
That is a really bad name.
I can't remember which one of the two it is, but either way, it's one of those. And they did amazing, and they're pretty freaking tall. They may say they're 4.75, but they are much taller. Definitely not the Ruptures.
Oh, really?
The Ruptures look like a Hot Bodies, or they're a knockoff of the Hot Bodies Rovers. So,
It's really strange that wheel and tire combo went missing. I'm gonna have to find that.
did you leave it at emergency?
May have left it at a merge. Oh well. Oh, I'm sure I'll track it down. It doesn't matter. Okay. And then what else? Would you get something else?
Yeah, I got that Power Hobby winch that I talked about in the news.
Oh, that's funny. It just showed up.
It did. I was like, hey, look at that. Definitely not exactly the same specs as the TGH Holmes winch that I'll be running in competition, but for another competitor in that internal winch all-in-one type field, a nice effort and a good-looking piece, all machined case, single wire, runs off your regular internal BEC or whatever, however you want to do it, up to 8.4 volts, like 600,
nice.
up to 600 ounce inches. What is it? 625.
So it's probably quite similar then to the Reefs one. Then.
Probably very similar to the Reefs. I think the Reefs is up to 800. I thought the Reefs is called an 800 IS. So I assumed that it was up to 800.
That could be. Yeah, you might be right.
So, but either way,
kind of freaking out about that wheel and tire. I'm sure it's not a big deal.
You're getting old.
Not a big deal.
It's okay. You'll find it in your cabinet next to the cereal box.
Yeah, or it's under my pillow or something.
Right. But I really think that that's about all that I've been meaning to place an order on A-Main, and I just haven't done that. So,
yeah, I've got a lot of foams in my cart, so hopefully you're not going to be buying the same foams.
I think I'm pretty good on foams, but yeah.
I got some Spiners.
Those are the wrong size, sir. Those are too large.
The tiny one is already on there, ding dong. I got 3 because I was like, I'm going to check these out, see what these are all about. It's already on the truck, you idiot. That's the wrong size. Oh, I took it off. Where'd it go? Oh, no.
It's probably with your tire.
It's with the tire. No, here it is. Here it is. See?
That is the wrong size, too.
Is it?
Yeah.
What do you mean? This is the perfect size.
No, it's not.
Is it really too big?
That's
darn. But this is 10 pounds. The other one is only
Look
like
at the size of that thing.
It's not that big. What are you talking about? My hands are small. Look, see? Look. Look, it's tiny.
Way too big.
Is it too big? Is it ever too big? All right, well, that's okay. I'll use those for something else.
Yeah, you will.
Certainly won't be using them for that.
Oh,
RC 4x4 Performance Stainless put together a custom kit for the TGH Sherpa
oh, nice.
for his links. All new custom high clearance links. Oh, the camera died on me again. Holy crap, way too big. All right, whatever, guys, calm down.
That's like one of those ones that you'd see on the back of a full-size Dodge Ram that's lifted with the trash can exhaust.
That's so good. Wow, my camera's seriously having a hard time there. Well, we're back again.
It's laughing at you too.
Is this better? Look at how tiny
That's
this
too
is.
Oh my god.
This is one that came with the Holmes
You
winch.
keep talking.
Show me the size you want. I want to see what size it's supposed to be. What is going on with the camera? Hello, camera.
Let me see if I have it here. Oh, there was those parts I was looking for. They were in the box for the Class 1.
I think my camera's I think it might be time to spend some money on a new camera. I did it again.
You're just looking for excuses now.
It's constantly failing. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, this stainless kit, I'm pretty excited about this. Matt over there at RC 4x4 Performance Stainless put this together for me, specifically for the Sherpa. So rod ends included. Looks like a pretty good package. I also, I've got the ultimate tool for my next game of Knifey Spoony.
Knifey Spoony. Can you explain your joke?
I did.
I have, but I don't. We usually don't talk about the type of thing on this show.
So, on Knifey Spoony, it's from the Australian episode of The Simpsons.
Oh my god! Okay.
The man goes, "You call that a knife? This is a knife," and he pulls out a spoon. And Lisa goes, "That's not a knife. That's a spoon." He goes, "All right, fair enough. See, you've played Knifey Spoony before." Anyway, Turks and Jerps, part of my noob, Richard, he recommended the Suizan. This is a pull cutting knife. So rather than push, you pull.
Wow.
Very, very sharp.
I wish that I could tell you exactly where the S Beaner is. But...
People are saying size 1.
Yeah. I would just like to show you. I wish I had one here so I could show you. So then you could go.
How far off I was?
Yeah.
I get it.
But please bring that one to Nats. I would love to.
I will. Actually, I'll bring the biggest one. I got a number 2. I didn't realize they went to number 1.
I wish I would have had the wherewithal to not react to that.
Just go, yeah, that's totally cool. Great. Can't wait to see you.
Cool. That's exactly what I would run. And just so I could see you put it in the next video. Like, yeah, like this is what people are using.
Got my Night Eyes S Beaner. I'm all ready to go.
Oh my god!
All right, good to know. Much straighter on the back cut, yeah, because that's all you're supposed to do. Pull cut with the Suizan. Japanese quality. Very excited about that. And finally, you probably watched the video already, but family. It's good look. It's a good looking car.
They honestly do. And not gonna lie, I like your yellow lettering edition.
Thank you.
Every once in a while, you do something that helps pull the
really
look together.
Appeals to you, right? Yeah, it does pull it all together. Yeah. I almost was like, let's put little tiny yellow caps on the corners just to really, like, you know.
That's what I did on the TRX-6.
I know.
Just to help.
Yep. But it looks great. I love the headlight louvers. I think that's a really nice touch.
Yes.
The biggest complaint people had
is the body posts.
Body posts.
Yep.
Yep.
Honestly, it's just the location of them.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at it dead on,
looks great. I mean, I don't hate it by any means. I'm still fine with it.
See them. Yeah, I'm okay with it too. It's a fast car. It's not. It goes like 60 kilometers an hour out of the box on 2S.
So I have two of the phasers.
Phaser.
Now, is that a VE?
Yep.
It is. So it's the brushless one.
Yeah, it's brushless.
So
Yeah.
I have two of the brushed phasers.
Yes.
Even the brushed ones, kind of fun.
I don't doubt it.
So the VE.
I mean, I have a blast with the Fortec Supra. That thing's brushed, and it's a blast.
That is true. And yeah, like I said, it is fast. But like Tall Man Glass here says, is it furious?
It's pretty furious. Jimmy Two Horses, thank you very much. Dipping into my OF revenue to help with a new SBG chair.
You know what?
What's OF revenue?
Only friends. It's only for friends.
Only for friends. I
don't know what that says
like
about you and me as far as me immediately going to what that could or couldn't be and what you're not
knowing. That's fine.
Hey,
K-pop's in here. Hello, K-pop.
He had a live stream last night that I popped into for a little bit.
Did he?
Watched him playing with a new resin printer. He's also playing with the resin printer side like you are.
Yeah, he dipped in. I know. I went in and I when he first got it, I think it was last week, and I said to him,
"Geez, I'm behind. I'm sorry."
Yeah, well,
I apologize.
Get up with the times.
I apologize to Senior Pop, or Soda as you may call him. I'm not sure, depending on where you live.
I always thought he was really into Korean pop music.
I would actually like to know where the name came from.
I have an idea. I think I have a pretty good idea of where it came from.
I guess I'll have to ask him on his next live stream.
It's a combination of, I believe it's a combination of his names.
Oh.
His real names in real life. I mentioned to him because he had a new resin printer in the background, and I was like, just make sure you don't print in the same room that you live in, because that will give you a headache.
Oh, does yours smell?
Yeah.
Honestly,
it smells like crazy, dude.
That's
resin
wild.
is
well, no, like my resin printer is a Formlabs, but you can't smell it at all.
Really?
No, like there's no. I mean, unless you're actually working with a finished part that's in resin.
Oh no! Like as soon as I pour the resin in, I'm like, I gotta get out of this room, or I'm gonna die.
I had no idea.
Yeah, like first of all, it's furfural. Let me be crispy clear.
Furfural.
It's not something you want to really inhale or get on your skin that much.
Unless you're into a good time.
If it's uncured. Unless you're
you're always a little uptight, but
unless you live wild and crazy.
Right. Here for a good time, not for a long
guys.
Time. Wild and crazy guys.
We're resin printing in our bedroom. Two wild and crazy guys. I actually I started printing the parts for the cliffhanger from
Mr. Nerds.
RC Nerd. Yeah, RC Nerds. Now, don't judge me. This is black resin.
Please explain what's going on there.
Is quite cloudy because I didn't wash it properly. I washed it. It's water washable resin, but I didn't give it a little dipsy doodle in some alcohol prior to curing it. So it got a little bit cloudy because it went in wet. And it shouldn't.
I was told that it should, but it was
these other little tiny parts like the Toyota
you couldn't
logo.
Even respond
because I'm like, I got to keep it. I got to keep it cool. These parts came out fine because they were dry when they went into the curing station.
See,
this one had water on it still, and it got a bit cruddy. That said, the print quality is still pretty good. It was a bit cold. So some of the supports didn't work quite right. I would probably give it another go.
They shrink a little,
if I'm honest. Yeah, it got a little slow on this side. It's it's not perfect. I will do it again when it's not -30.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but it's I think resin printing is definitely got its place in our hobby, 100%.
Absolutely
Because
does.
like
It's
to
super.
do all this stuff by hand would take forever and not look anywhere as good. So, I mean, you can get great quality out of that machine,
Yes. I
as
mean, honestly,
we all know.
you know,
Like this part from Crawl NYC is pretty sick.
it, in all honesty, that part does look great. You showed the Prusa print from that, and I couldn't believe how good it looked.
Right.
Like, I know we're talking about a low quality webcam. Like right now, I could not tell from this webcam quality that's a different part. Like barely. It's a different shade of gray. But on
Yeah.
this side of the stream, that looks almost the same.
Yeah.
I
It's pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
The Prusa. Like in a pinch, give that a little quick sand, and you're good to go.
Shoot it with some high build primer and some of the salt I've seen used on the YouTubes, and then some more paint colors, and it's great.
Oh yeah, patinaed.
So that's why Matt had to go to emergency.
What, the resin printer? I lost my S Beaner again.
Went with way too big of an S Beaner. Had to go to the emergency. They said that this was the size to use.
They told me. Get an S Beaner. It'll be easy, they said. Anyway, that's mail call for you. Some vacuum molds are just resin prints. No kidding, Wes. Sean, I did find a good washing unit. I've got the Elegoo Mercury Plus. It's got a big old tank of liquid and some good lights in there too.
Yep. Oh, God.
Turn the heat up in your house and your prints will turn out better. This part of the house used to be a cold cellar where old people would store their fruit. Yeah. It's not. There's a heating duct up here that just kind of gives me some radiant heat, but that quickly goes straight up.
Why don't you poke a hole in it?
No, because if heating the space is stupid.
Yeah, because you don't spend any time there or use it for functional things that almost produce a small amount of income. What are you thinking?
No, I don't want to ruin the rest of the house.
Put a freaking register on it and close it when you're not in there. It is you can touch all sides of that room without moving.
It's true, I can.
That will affect the rest of your house 0. Close the door to your pantry and the kitchen, and it'll be the exact same thing.
All right.
What is actually wrong with you? Big S Beaners won't. Big S Beaner having.
Not Fast and the Furious watching. Freezing workshop having. Idiot.
Come on.
Get your room.
Take that sways on. And
this room, before it was a cold cellar, was a stairway to the basement from outside.
None of what you're saying matters now, because you said that there is a heating register in there.
Well,
I am no heating, ventilation, and air conditioning technician, but I can tell you.
Okay.
I refuse to believe that I've been listening to you bitch about that cold ass workshop for this long, and you have a freaking heat duct running next to it.
I guess I could get a little more, but you know what? Oh, here's the other thing though. This heating duct is the only duct that heats the extension on the house, and that room is already freezing all the time. So if I reduce the amount of airflow,
your room is the size of a large sneeze. Just put a hole in it.
Fine. That'll be my project for this weekend.
Odd. Next,
Bob and Doug would have heat in there.
Next week, when you're not wearing a cardigan.
All right.
Oh,
I've
my
been
God.
I have been properly shamed. Thank you. Light a candle or two. Actually, a nice candle. That would be nice.
Yeah, get yourself
Candle.
a terracotta pot and a candle.
And a candle.
That would be
Or I could
That'd be
just-
right up with your Earth Day Amish bodybuilding freaking.
Oh, that was a great day. The Earth Day where I did body work by candlelight.
Like, I,
Space heaters are stupid. I have one of those too, and I hate using it. Blowing hot, warm, dry air around here. Alabama is warmer. I know. I can't wait, Craig. Thank you.
it's just you make my brain hurt sometimes so much.
But you know what it is? I'm stubborn and stupid. Yeah, you know what? Really easy from your warm pedestal out there, Mr. Holier Than Thou. I don't have a heating thing in my house.
Listen,
Gets cold.
I lived in misery, and I had a basement shop that was near 1,000 square feet. And let me tell you what, there was a heating duct nearby that had a hole in it.
You know what? It's true. I think jail cells are bigger than this room. They're probably better heated. The lipo power jacket. Yeah, I could definitely have that going again.
Oh, space heaters suck. I'd rather freeze. Exactly, Jesse.
Do you have a return in the room? No, the return is in the other part of the. I added a return because
to the part of the room immediately adjacent to his.
Yes,
that would make
a radiant heater, eh?
Just put a hole in the. There's no need for all these extra ideas. He's got the heat source that he can touch from his seat.
I could probably cut it right here, like right above me, so it would always be warm just where I am.
Yeah. Next week, Matt's gonna have dry eyes from the forced air just coming down on him.
And my hands will be like, I'll just move my hands and they'll just blood shoots out of both of them.
Aardvark Spleen, thank you, sir. Thanks for the stream. I love you guys.
Is that Seafart Fire Truck's alternate?
I think Aardvark Spleen's a cousin. It's
of you.
No, of Seafart Fire Truck.
Okay.
Back to toy trucks.
All right. Yeah, let's talk toy trucks.
I think that I'm hopefully ready to get to titanium welding possibly tonight. There's no time like the camera. There's no time like I've read a comment that said camera. No time like the present to dive in. I was glad that I got my fixtures cut last night so that I could properly locate everything. I do have a little bit more work to do as far as like calculating bends, because let's see, where is it at? I am going to use my digital angleometer to make sure that I bend the tubes to the correct amount. So I got a couple of things there to do either way, because I don't have a printer here since I'm a millennial, and I have a 3D printer, but I do not have one that uses shaved
How can you
trees.
not have a regular everyday printer? What do you like?
Why do I need a printer at home? A paper printer.
I like to print things out so I have them on my desk
so that you can put a stamp on them and mail them to somebody. Is that why?
Oh my God! Listen,
on your
I'm
way to bingo.
Is this beat up on me today? It's just because I know what's happening tomorrow and you don't.
But you have a roll of stamps in your top drawer.
No, I use them all. Dude, I send out a lot of stickers. I send out a lot of bumper stickers and I use a stamp. What's wrong with that? Huh? And you know what? I'm sure there's other people in the chat that would agree with me that printing out a photo of a truck that you like or you want to like reference something is not a bad idea. Oh man, I can't believe
you posted on your wall. I unfriend you.
Oh my God, you are an absolute fool.
Matt's gonna start playing Candy Crush after the stream.
talking about? Oh my God. Look, I've got a whole bunch of pieces of paper over here that you'll never have because you don't have a printer. Can't believe you. Like, I want to know what the inside of a Forerunner's door looks like. So when I paint it and model it properly, it looks just like this.
You know what? I bet I could make an album of hundreds of them on my phone.
Yeah, but your phone isn't the same. It's not the same to look at a picture on your phone. Sometimes you need to have an
27-inch high-definition monitors in front of me that I could collage.
Because we all have that in our workshops, Josh. You're such an elitist sometimes. God, I can't believe I'm sharing a home with you in April.
That way, when you're modeling by candlelight, you can see those door panels so well.
Like, I want to know what the underside of a license plate holder on a Range Rover Classic looks like. Well, good, because I have a photo.
You know what? Everyone who cares about that also owns a printer, though. I will give you that.
Exactly. And it's a long list of people that aren't you. So I looked at a photo and I didn't print it out because I didn't need to.
Yeah, Matt's going to play Fruit Ninja with that sways on later. I got a new game. I can play Fruit Ninja.
You are such a fool sometimes. You like, cannot even with you anymore.
I'm done.
I don't need to cut a hole in the register anymore. I'm so hot with anger. Oh, what is this currency? Pauk. Thank you for the burn ointment. Yeah, see? Westmaid. A classically trained human being. I have a bin full of file folders with printed out pics for all of my builds. Not everybody's living in your world, Josh.
PC load letter. The fuck does that mean?
Huh?
You don't know that quote?
What did you say?
PC load letter. The fuck does that mean?
Oh, the files are in the computer. I know PC load letter. That's from the show, the movie, Office Space.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Michael Bolton. Samir Naga not gonna work here anymore.
Shippy came from a printer. That's true. That's right. I had lots of pictures of Shippy printed out so I could make sure I got all the details right. God, I honestly, like, not everybody has what you have.
Where do you hide your adult magazines?
Oh, wow.
That was one of the comments. It was close enough translated version, but
that's great. Okay, boomer. All right. Well, fine. Sometimes it's helpful. Not all of us have the mind. And I'm being serious on this. Not all of us have the mind for for thinking in 3 dimensions. Sometimes it's good to see a reference photo up close and personal, and it's nice to have it almost to the size that you're working in too. When you're printing out a blueprint and building a scratch-built body, not all of us can design it in Fusion 360. Right. So
it's okay. I'm okay.
Just saying, there are reasons for it beyond what this poor fool thinks. I'm going to haze you so badly in Alabama. You are done.
Oh, I'm going to let you try. Listen,
we're
going to get down into the South, and I'm going to be back with my people.
Yeah, I don't think those people accept you as part of their people.
There's very few people that I have more fun with than Alabama people. And that I'm just afraid of once I publish the videos from there, because I'm going to go down there and I'm going to adopt the
Oh God.
The draw.
Uh-huh. You'll somehow develop an accent. Yeah, I've got a lot of people who agree with me. Having a printer is not the dumbest thing in the whole world. So good. Anyway, comp builds. So your video was this week. I've made some progress, mostly with class 2, actually.
I can see it in the background there.
I started working on the cage, which is pretty messy right now, and it's just the beginning stages.
The natures of brazing. A little messy, but cleans up well.
A little messy, but cleans up pretty well. I used a lot of Scale Metal Supplies stuff in here, all of his metal.
He supplies, agreed.
And there's some nice, what are the gussets? Is that what you would call that?
Yep.
Yep. Some gussets on there, which is pretty great. Yeah, lots more to come on that, but it's pretty straight so far. The bender, the Oaken Shield,
yes,
works very well. Once you know exactly where that bend is going to start, it's pretty fantastic and easy to replicate stuff too, because you can put your other piece right up against it and kind of go, yeah, there we go.
Yep.
That's an analog match. and yeah, I think so far it's going to work. I kind of halfway through the design phase kind of realized this is a rear steer truck, so I should make room to make sure those tires can move. So
yes.
There may be some redesigning required, but it's a good start. I also finished wiring the whole thing too. That's all done now. And actually I fired it up and it works.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's always a good start, right? But it's pretty clean. All those parts that I designed and printed actually worked out quite well.
No, it is nice to have all that clean, because now it's going to be super cleaned up and you're going to be able to mount the assuming the
body.
It's pretty easy to push that foam in and around the things when you're building the interior, though, so it'll flow over those pretty well.
Yes, of course. There will not be anything so lame as a foam interior in that. I'm debating what I'm going to do. Like I have files for an interior, and I'm not sure if I print it, it'll be at a very low infill rate.
Yes.
Just to keep the weight down.
Yep.
And it probably would make more sense to do FDM as opposed to resin, because I think the resin will just be too heavy and too brittle.
And honestly, that resin, when it's that thin and like that size, over time, especially with the heat cycles and things like that, it can deform itself pretty decently.
Yeah.
Resin actually does well the bigger and thicker the parts are. So
yes.
Jeremiah Slauberg, thank you, sir. Josh doesn't need a printer. He has a Final Cutter and a CNC machine. Josh, are you getting the new Futaba radio? I'm thinking of getting it. The 10PX coming out soon. I'm contemplating. It's a possibility. I haven't decided. Brazen Scale, I printed the seats for my C1 at 5% infill. These as well. I think these are at 10% infill, but definitely could do 5. And these are the ones Brett's talking about as well. These were from that Sim Racer file that I uploaded.
It's a good looking seat.
And I scale it differently, front to back, side to side, left to right, or height wise, just depending on the interior that I need, and it scales well. And it can fit just about any interior, and it's lightweight. This weighs hardly anything. So
yeah, that's fantastic. That's my plan. That's what I'm going to be doing then. Actually I did. What else did I do? Oh yeah, after watching your STL, it's quite a heavy truck. I think I've got too much weight in the axles. I'm actually going to probably lose some weight there. But after watching your STL Sunday, I built my own rear body mount for the Sherpa. Look at that, eh?
Yep.
The holes are a little big, probably. It's like an 8 mil hole.
That's too large, yes.
Yeah, I'll probably go down to a 7.
No.
Maybe 6.5.
6.5. There you go.
Yeah, 6.5.
If you're using a Vanquish body post, that's a 6 mil. So
yeah, I wanted to have some wiggle room, but this is probably too much.
That's too much.
But it was a great episode, and it really helped me put this together. And it's like, look at the fitment
That
on
clearance.
that.
I can see that clearance already. I was like, whoo.
Yeah, it's
Toit.
not exactly a lot of clearance, but it's enough clearance.
Did you measure that, or did you design it and go, oh, look at that?
No, I did. I actually did measure that.
Okay. I'm just saying because there's been many times where I've thrown it, like, yeah, it looks about like that, and I do it, and then I move something like, oh, dang, look how close that was. I'm like, happy little accident.
Happy little accident.
As you say,
yeah, exactly.
Many a time has that happened.
Yeah. But so far, I'm pretty happy with everything, including the gearing. It feels like I've got it all pretty dialed in, which is great. And I swapped rear steer from the knob to a 3 position.
Okay, you're gonna go 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 3. I might look at making it more like a
5.
A 5.
Yeah.
It all depends on what my radio is capable of and what I feel most comfortable with.
I'm gonna suggest 5 to you, but either way, just get comfortable with it no matter what you do.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, no, that truck's looking great.
Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with the progress on that. It's and now that I've got those links, I'll actually get those links done because the wheelbase is slightly incorrect right now.
So right now it's incorrect as in too long?
It's actually a little short.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I was gonna say, I was like, I may stretch my wheelbase for class 3.
It's under 12 inches. Right now.
Dang, that is definitely short.
Yeah, it's 11 and a half.
Yeah, that's short.
Yeah, I know.
Cura has
that's because
lighting infill. Only prints needed supports on the inside of the print. Interesting.
What program is that?
He's saying in Cura. I have switched to Prusa Slicer myself as well, though.
It's quite good.
I was using Cura, but now I have switched to Prusa. So
you should go twin sticks like the old school comp guys did. Wes, I do have a printer, but I am not going to twin stick. No way. No, thank you.
Matt, yeah, he's definitely not. Matt's going to get out on course. Shit.
Is anyone on 27? Anybody on 27? No? Okay, good.
I'm going to bring you just an antenna that just sticks to the side of your Spectrum so you can...
Yeah, that would be great. I'll wear it with my lanyard as well.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with lanyards. Oh.
I don't like it's just from right up here.
Yeah, exactly.
TGH, thank you again. What radio for 4-wheel steering? Currently, DX5 Pro. The radio you know the least about. That's what he said when I was... So about the winch, he's like, I don't know anything about that radio. 3 to 4 clicks of a button from center to full lock.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can set it up that way. I can just do like incrementals and click it all the way through.
I'm using a 5 position, so two left, 2 right, and a center.
Middle.
Wax.
I love the Jeep truck body you made up for Class 1. I wish I made it. I printed it from a man on Cults 3D.
It is looking fantastic back there. Can't wait to see that thing
nice
to come together.
Short. I know. It's Class 1's going to require the most amount of work, I think.
Yeah, I mean, same.
Yeah.
Samesies.
Yeah. Yeah. Yours, a different kind. Lots more computers.
Yeah. I'm almost out of the computer side of it though, and now I just have to actually actually have to perform. But
that's dangerous.
That's the scary. Well, I should say I'm not out of the computer side yet. I have a lot of hours of printing ahead of me.
Hey, I told you I found the proper rear fenders,
yes.
right? So I don't need to extend anything or scale anything. That'll give me all the coverage I need.
Yep. Yes, indeed.
Suck on that, judges.
That's so 90-ish episodes ago, Matt actually got laid off, but through some glitch in payroll department, he's still receiving a paycheck.
More more office space. TGH again. Thank you, guy. You don't have to. You can just talk to me. You don't need to send any money. Fact: how many steps can you adjust a given channel? DX5C only allows 20. Not enough. Really? I think. Well, the DX5 Pro is a slightly better radio.
But that's a C?
20 steps.
20 steps. So in Futaba land, they talk about it in steps. So a 3-position switch is 100 steps. So you have it's because you have 100% left, 100% right, which a percent is a step. So So if you have
can
20,
do the same thing.
Okay. So
I think you can actually go into increments of 10.
Oh, there you go. Then bonus.
I'll double check. It doesn't matter.
The name, I have such a hard time pronouncing his name every time. Pokey.
Oh, that's who gave me the weird money.
Yes, weird money. Thank you. Hi, Josh. TRX4 Sport. Front drive shaft stutters throttled at full steering lock. Forums say can't be helped. What do you say? That is the nature of a universal joint. It's just by how the rotational acceleration at an angle as it goes, there is a slow and a fast part of that. It's just the physics of the design. There literally is nothing you can do about it. When you only have one joint in the system, which is what you have. If you had 2 joints, that's when you talk about phasing a drive shaft, when you line them up so that the slow, fast part of it lines up with each other, and then it cancels out at the end. But since you only have one in there, that is the fact of the physics of a truck like that. So you just have to deal with it. Yep. Aardvark explained, we fixed the glitch. Oh my god. When Josh gets through with his class 1 body, it will become a limited run of bodies on bank. Not a chance. Let me tell you, there's a good chance that all of this will be absolute disaster. And I'm guessing that let me tell you, this is likely to be one-off options. Each of these prints, like this is half of the bottom half of the fender mold. This could be a one-off piece. After it's done one time, it may be thrown away. So I'm not going to spend 4 days of printing for every body of just the fenders.
Ripper 2.
Nope. So yeah. But I'm really looking forward to trying the fender stuff or the carbon stuff in general.
Yeah, man, that's going to be awesome. You guys know I ordered the same carbon fiber molding kit that Josh got through America, and it's going to stay there until I go through America and pick it up because it's just not worth. And you know what? I don't think I really need it after buying it. I don't need it yet.
None of us need it.
No, I want it, and I want to try it, and I want to play with it.
Yeah.
But with the time constraints of getting these builds done and the way that I've gone now, there's not much point.
It's definitely
something I'll do later. I'll make a hood or
I'm
something.
even concerned, but
is that what you're making, the hood and the sides, or just the sides?
The front fenders, the hood,
front fenders,
the cowl, the windshield, and the rear section of the body. The sides are flat basically, and that's I've got where's the truck? Here's the truck. I've got the flat panel acrylic sides on there now. And that's going to be CF. That will be carbon fiber sheet, not forged. And then the whole rear section of the body, basically
that'll be forged.
Whoops. The idea is for that to be forged. So
okay. Hey, can you lift that up one more time? Show me the front in profile there, please. And align your tires, please.
Oh,
so they're straight. So
that's well within the spec.
Is it now?
Yes. Well,
half inch.
Oh yeah, easily within a half inch.
Okay.
And the rear,
you get a half inch total.
And the rear is dead
on,
center.
You're good. Okay.
So
it was looking a bit forward
That's just because of the swing portals. But trust
Sure.
me, I can give you a measurement in CAD even.
Mm, that's fine. I don't need that. Print it out for me.
I'm gonna measure. Yeah.
Mail it to me. Just regular mail.
uh,
TGH, thank you. You're not my boss. She'll yell at me later. We support those that support the hobby. We can and we will. So take that. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. I love your chassis. I'm really looking forward to running it. You've been a big help too, as well. So
Chris is
thank you
always
for
a big
all
help.
that.
Much appreciated.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
So,
Yeah, that's
one
really
more
great.
from
Is he gonna? Is
Pocky,
Chris gonna be
Pauky,
there?
Pauk. Brush motor rotation for longevity. Should I follow the default rotation or no difference running it in reverse? You should follow the default location, whether that is a normal rotation or a reverse rotation, because of the timing that is added to those motors generally. If you have a motor that's at 0 timing, then you can run it
Then it
in
doesn't
either
matter.
direction without effect. But most motors have some timing built in, and you should run it in that direction for best longevity.
That's why I always buy my motors 0% timing or 0 degrees of timing, because then
you don't care about performance and you
know.
just want it to run for a while.
I don't know where it's going. I don't know if it's going backwards. I don't know if it's going forwards. If you get a 0, then it's perfect.
So yes. But let's see. What were we talking? I don't even remember what we were talking about.
Matt, what are you drinking? This is beer.
What kind of beer? Fermented
Regular,
what fruit?
normal beer. It's a Sugo Italian style pilsner. It's just a regular pilsner.
Nobody
That's all
would call that a
regular. What are you talking about? It's a pilsner.
Okay.
Regular,
regular, normal, small batch craft brewery pilsner. That's
all of those things.
What?
All of those things.
Yes, exactly. It is.
Shut your stupid mouth.
God,
I'm so tired.
It's just a regular old everyday working man's beer. Nope.
Oh, he is going to be. He's looking at Verbo right now for Scale Nats. Excellent.
Yes.
TGH will be.
Yeah, TGA. I talked to him. When did I talk to you, Chris? The other day. I can't remember what it was. Matches his tablecloth shirt. Exactly. Tony asked where that tablecloth shirt came from as well.
Shut up,
Lost and found at the bingo parlor, probably.
Wow, this is a nice shirt. Just because Josh doesn't own a shirt with a collar, let alone a button.
I absolutely do.
You cannot count the Vanquish bowling shirt that you think is cool. That shirt is not cool in any way, shape, or form, and I have no problem saying it to Jim or to anybody else. Dear Jim, those shirts are ugly. Have I seen those scaled triple bypass shocks?
Oh yeah, yeah, I have seen those as well several times. I think they absolutely look great. I'm sure that they have zero function, but they look fantastic.
It's like a really nice shock that you would add to another shock that worked.
Right.
Yeah.
But probably next to a very scale shock that still doesn't work that very well.
Right.
But man, for style, they look fantastic. Totally agree. Seem a little sketchy as far as ordering, but
Facebook,
you gotta like message and then just send the money. You're not buying through a store. It's I'll pass until they're available at a I'll try them out once they're not sketchy, and only for looks probably.
Josh drinks Coronas and thinks he can critique my choices. That's a good point.
I absolutely can.
Good point, Ian.
I absolutely can. Listen, this is
Josh will and does critique basically everything.
I created a news series just so that I could talk about stuff that I don't have yet in a formal way that makes me sound important.
Well, I think that's definitely. You were the younger brother, right?
No, I'm the older brother.
You weren't? You're the older brother?
Yeah. You should.
Which is odd because, usually
you should see
the younger brother is the one that demands the attention.
Oh, you should see my younger brother.
Jay Walker, thank you very much. When asked why I'm always busy on Wednesday nights, my response was, I want to watch the cool kids of what I'm into. Thanks for all you guys do. Here's my lunch money. Thank you, Jay. That's very kind of you. What show are you watching?
Yeah,
Because I'd
exactly.
like to see that
like,
show.
I'm sorry if we're were they off tonight? Did you come over here instead?
Were they not
Did they take the
broadcasting?
week off?
Bye, Wes. Good night. Oh man, yeah. This show, it's really nice that people watch, but I don't know why. Two knuckleheads
I know.
talking about
I'm just glad
junk
I have
for
something to
2
do on
hours.
Wednesdays.
Yeah, it is really nice. It's good to pass the time. 98 weeks later,
98 weeks.
we were like, at the very beginning, we are like, we should do like a live show to kind of help people take their mind off of things. Just have an hour or two of escape.
Yeah, let's figure out how to do this.
Let's do that. But it's not going to go on forever.
Let's never miss a week for almost 2 years. Do you know?
Isn't that amazing that neither of us have had plans
well,
that have interfered?
This show has been on every single week for almost 2 years. Sometimes it's been a solo show, but regardless, there's been something you can count on.
Yes, exactly. You can say you're watched by this show. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Because it'll always be 10 minutes late. But at least it'll be on.
Like a lunar calendar of some sort, I would say.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Somebody was asking earlier about the Hoonigan or the Hoonivan. It's still here. It didn't get sold. It moved it because
he's waiting to ship it out until the stuff I have to send him is sent to him, and then it can come back. I'm sending him a call tag. So
you're not getting this truck. You don't want it anyway. It's got tracks on it.
I know. I love
it.
No,
you don't.
I love it.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
It's so good.
It's so unique.
It is so unique.
Ken Block hasn't phoned me yet.
Why did you describe to go with the Scrambler tail end but a TJ front end? Just curious. It is actually a Commando. Rear end. Not a Scrambler. So Commando rear end, CJ front end. And it was because a friend of mine specifically owned a vehicle that was built exactly like this, and I really liked it. I was like, I've never seen a Commando. I had never seen a Commando before that. I was like, that's super cool. To see that kind of detail in the back. And it had a CJ front end. And I didn't even know what a Commando front end looked like until he bought one as a parts vehicle to go along with it. And I saw the front end of the Commando and I went, I see why they switched to a CJ, because that Commando front end is offensive.
It's ugly.
They did a great job on the back. They're like, we should balance this out. We can't improve these. We can't improve this too much. They're just going to want to go to this on all of them.
Yeah. Guy at a Moose, he said, I don't know what I'd do without this show of goons and tiny plastic toy trucks. Goons, that's a good word for us, actually. Oh, man.
I can't even.
I know. This is definitely one of those episodes.
Yeah, exactly. What happened?
Wrong size S Beaner is what set it all off, I believe.
Can I tell you the story of my haircut today? Because
sure.
So I went in to get a haircut, which is quite the event for me because they have to fire up.
Takes hours.
Yeah, they have to fire up the small engines.
The lady goes, cancel all my other appointments. We're going to need more wax.
Kelly Clarkson. Anyway, so I'm sitting in the chair about to get my haircut, and I look out of the front.
Hold on. Gunner, thank you very much. I'll send the cash and jerky for the Hoonivan soon. It's not for sale. Send more jerky. Just send more meat sticks.
I think RC Patina guy was in here earlier saying his meat sticks showed up today. So delicious. I know what you mean.
Yes. They are so good.
Okay,
finish your haircut story.
Went to the haircut, sat in the chair, got the cape on, waiting for him to start, and I look out of the front door, and there is a fight happening in the parking lot. And the place I go to get my haircut is also fairly close to where the shop is. So if you put those things together, it means I get a haircut in a rough area. And I'm like, oh,
It's yeah.
I go, there's a fight in the parking lot. And it wasn't just in the parking lot. There was a man in the front seat of his car parked at an angle, kind of in like halfway out of the stall, parking stall, and he is being attacked by a guy from the outside, door open, and just getting repeatedly punched in the face as fast as this guy can. And there's like 5 or 6 of us in there total, and we all kind of like go and like, we're like huddled at the door, and it's happening 13 feet in front of us.
Yikes.
We're all just at the door. No one's going out there going to do anything like that, especially in that neighborhood. But just getting, and he's getting attacked, and then the car starts to eke forward more, and then it runs into a RAV4 that's in the parking stall next to it. And we're like, oh man, he just hit that car. And all 5 of us are sitting there, and the shop owner's like, man, I wonder whose car that is. And the guy like right next to me goes, it's my car.
Oh, no.
like, oh, do you want us to go out there? He's like, no, just stay in here.
No, stay in here. Don't go out there.
And then the guy goes to the passenger seat, and the guy's still going after him. Opens the passenger door, and they go out, and then they both run across the parking lot after each other. Like,
holy shit!
What ended up? Then all of a sudden, 2 minutes later, something like that, the guy comes back, gets in the car, puts it into a parking spot normally. Like, and the shop owner's like, oh, that's the neighbor. What had ended up happening is the shop next door, which is a cell phone repair store, he went out and like got something out of his car and then went back inside and accidentally left his keys in the car. And a vagrant came by, saw the keys, and started to steal the car. And the shop owner came out and starts attacking the guy stealing his car and chases him away. The guy,
oh my God.
The guy whose RAV4 it was like a scuff on the bumper about that long. He's like, it's fine. Don't worry about it. But
I'm going to need to see your insurance.
Either way, Suave Barbershop. Can't recommend Jomar enough. Does a great job.
How come the Checkered Past just asked, why doesn't Nicole cut your hair? Isn't she a licensed and registered haircutologist?
She is, indeed. But if she cuts my hair, then she would make me help clean up afterwards.
And she'd probably give you the Karen. I'd love to see that. Just get some real nice dues going.
Just the.
I mean, it would grow out so fast.
It
would
really
like.
Would. But yeah. So it was a very interesting haircut after that.
That's messed up. Toy RC Yoda builds. Thank you very much. Hey Matt, thanks for all the help. Here is a heater fund. Stay warm. Thinking of getting a rally car for spring. Any recommendations? I've had an XV01. Thinking of a TT02. Stick with the XV01.
No.
What?
No. Do the HPI.
Oh, but that's so big.
Which is better.
That's what I just said. I love it. Calm down.
Get that new.
You know what I really liked? The Kyosho.
I had the DRX as well, and it was amazing.
DRX
and I would 100% say that Kyosho DRX if it was still available. But no, don't get either of the terrible things Matt said. Get that HPI.
No. XV01 is a lot of fun. That's a very fun little car, but it's small. If you want something bigger, I would definitely recommend the HPI. Or if you can find a DRX still somewhere, get one of those because they are awesome.
They absolutely are. So
old as dirt now compared. Yeah. Like
I bought mine used from Ty Geibel out of Colorado, and I bought that in like 2014 maybe.
Yeah.
And and it was used then.
Yeah,
it has to be a 10-year-old car.
Mine was new, but that's got to be 10 years old for sure. I loved that rally car though. That thing was so good. So good. Almost
Jeremiah Salberg, thank you, sir. You realize you two can never stop doing these live videos now. Have grown accustomed to these videos.
We'll be well into our 80s still doing these videos.
Helps with my depression. Hey, you know what? Anything to help in general. Plus,
yeah, we
like them just about as much as anybody. Trust me.
Agreed. As much as one of us is getting a lot of abuse tonight, we generally really love this show, and it does kind of it's nice to have this to look forward to every week. It really
Yeah.
is. As much as Josh and I like to rip on each other, I think we are very good friends.
Yes, I will never stop ripping. Well, I rip on all my friends. Man, I'm way harsher when we're not on camera.
It's true.
I use way more polite insults when they're on camera.
Which is really nice.
DRX on A main for $5.99. The what?
What? Hello?
Is that for real?
I don't see it. DRX BE?
I searched DRX, Kyosho DRX, and nothing came up other than some parts.
Kyosho Rally car.
Nothing came up. Wait,
liars.
He retracted it. He obviously made a mistake.
Huge mistake.
Oh, I was going to say. I was like, I will buy that right now.
Yeah, exactly. If it is tiny, you want to stay in that 10th scale, like traditional 10th scale, the XVO one is probably your best bet. And all the rally guys would agree with me. Wrapped Graphics, thanks very much for the Australian dollar redos. No message.
When are you two going to have an actual live show side by side
probably coming up.
Yeah. At Nationals, hopefully. It may not be on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
It won't be on a Wednesday, I'll tell you that.
No, because both of us will be traveling. Nope.
You'll be traveling.
Nope. I'll be traveling.
So.
But depending on where I stay, there might be decent enough Wi-Fi to do a version of this show.
Right.
We'll make it happen.
Yep. We will figure it out.
Anything special for the 100th episode?
100.
I wish it was the Scalies. 103rd has to be the actual 2-year.
The 2-year, yes.
DK, Josh is way harder not on camera. Quote of the night. Oh, that's true. It's very. I mean, I don't know. Might be true. I don't know. Don't worry about it.
You meant quote of the night. That's what you meant. True. Quote of the night. Yes, it's true.
Oh, Wrapped Graphics said that's for beers at the end of day one at Nationals. My shitty phone doesn't let me post a comment with the cache. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I'll have to get some. What's a popular brew down there?
Let me tell you, they don't have sueso or whatever kind of fermented fruit you're drinking.
This is an Italian restaurant down the street from me. It's just old school Italian. Just an Italian
just old school mom and pop, local brewery,
it's like an old
small batch
mom and pop Italian place. They just happen to make beer that's brewed just down the street at Common Good, which is another amazing brewery. But yeah, they just do they're like, we got red sauce and that's it. It's great. I love that place. I got it this week because Rebecca was so she thought she had serious kidney stone or whatever. It turned out to just be like a pinched nerve.
Which it still sucks. So
it totally
turns
out
just
sucks,
to be a pinched nerve this isn't going to go with it.
But what it meant was I got to prepare dinners, which meant I was ordering a lot of food.
I'm okay with that.
She's like, so what pass did you get? And I go, I couldn't decide, so I got 3.
I like it.
Yeah. Oh, I can drink Coors down there. Excellent.
Yeah, it's east of the Mason-Dixon. Or south of the Mason-Dixon.
Coors Banquet? Do they make that?
I don't know. I don't remember a lot of the beer I drank down in Alabama.
Stone and Wood Pale Ale. I'll be bringing a case with me when I visit Canada next year. All right, Wrapped Graphics, you're on.
After I was out of beer, so I switched to some grapefruit Waterloo.
And here's giving me a hard time.
I know. I had
Moosejaw goes, thought she had kidney stones. Turned out she's just married to a guy with tiny trucks. Ooh! He's such a nerd. Goes and hangs out in the basement with his imaginary friends on Wednesday.
Why don't you go down there and freeze, idiot?
All you have to do is cut a hole in this right here.
Yeah.
Free hot air. They call it Coors Golden.
Huh,
What?
there you go. Is Matt bringing some Brodor? What is Brodor?
I don't know. What is Brodor?
No idea. Gunnerness, and thank you, sir. Friday night live build at Scale Nats with the crew. It's hard to say what live coverage will. Ben Scale Crawler Fab Shop found another very nice Airbnb, but
It looks really nice.
unknown the status of internet connection. I imagine there will be internet,
But it won't
don't know
probably
the
be
streaming,
great.
the streamability of said internet.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Coors Golden is different than Banquet. Just give me Coors Banquet. If I get really cranky, will that get me what I want?
All I know is that last time I was down there, I think Steve was with us down there, and we were at a restaurant, and he ordered an iced tea, and
yes,
man corrected him 3 times, asking if he meant sweet tea, and he said no, iced tea, sweet tea, iced tea. Not from around here, are you?
We don't have none of that.
Nope. Steve, just drink the iced tea.
Drink this sweet tea and shut up. You're gonna get us into a fight. I think Brian was it Brian Sherwood that asked about the Molson Brador?
He said Brador. I don't know. Is that Molson? Okay.
I think he might mean Molson Golden, and it's just typing it wrong. I've never heard of Brador.
There's no such. He didn't have Molson, and he says, "Is Matt bringing Brador?"
I have no idea what that is.
You're
That must be
projecting.
like only in America. Because us Canadian breweries, Labatt and Molson, they have brands that only go to America. Like if you went into a beer store, because we don't have
the
just like
LBQ or the
LCBO.
LCBO.
That's the
whatever.
liquor. That's the Liquor Control Board of Ontario. That's different.
Oh,
Here we have the beer store.
it's
Called the beer store.
You have a beer store and a liquor store.
Yeah.
Okay.
But at the liquor store you can get beer.
Oh,
But at the beer store you cannot get liquor.
I mean that's not that uncommon in some but still.
Well, yeah, like when we went into Pennsylvania,
Yes.
you could buy wine at the wine store
And beer at the
but
beer
you
barn.
could not. Beer was only at the beer barn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were at the same place together the time that you met me and asked for my autograph. And I remember going to the beer barn and them carding me and seeing that I was from Missouri, and the guy behind the counter just so genuinely asking me, "Why are you here?"
I'm sorry.
Dude,
I can go. I'll leave.
Like Missouri, he goes, "Why are you here?"
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, you can still return your empties to the liquor store or the beer store. Anyway, question was
Brador.
retort. Never heard of it. But like Labatt Blue, if you went into a beer store here and asked for Labatt Blue, they might look at you weird because despite that being extremely popular in the early 2000s, nobody drinks it here anymore. It's only in America that it's popular. It's weird. Is Fat Tire Molson? I don't know. Molson Coors is a giant corporation. They make a lot of beers.
Toy RCO to builds. Thank you, sir. Hey, Josh, thanks for keeping me up to date on all the scale news every week. I would never keep up otherwise. Here's for Nats. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated.
That's great. That's great. Oh, here's a good question. RC Addiction. Matt, please make it easier to upload photos to the SBG. I have news for you. It's extremely easy. There's 2 ways to do it. If you are a supporting or a VIP member, image hosting is included. And that's what you're partially paying for every year for your $20 a year. You're paying for that option to have image hosting within the Scale Builders Guild. So it's not free to me. I have to pass that cost on to you to operate it because I host the site.
That's not how that
commercial
commercial
goes. We pass the savings on to you. How do we make money? The answer, volume. Yes. But there's that way. And if you do not want to pay for a membership, you have the same posting privileges as everybody else. You have a smaller, private message box or whatever. You can just use Image Shack or Flickr or any other image hosting site and copy and paste those links into the forum, and you're good to go. That's all it takes.
Yes.
Sean Katie Thomas, thank you very much. You should bring down some Elsinore beer. Bob and Doug would, eh? If I can find that, I will. That's a tall order because I don't think it's actually a real beer. I think it's just from the.
I'm sure one of your local hole in the wall hipster, haunts will have something that's similarly badged.
Similar or close enough for jazz.
Nice.
And XWAMTB, thank you. So when is the class 3 with leaf springs and rear steer? Can you imagine? It would not get a lot of rear steering, that's for sure.
Yeah. Oh my God. I swear. This is going to be, I cannot wait for nationals. It's
going to be fun. It's going to be fun for a few reasons. My first trip in 2 years.
Yep.
Outside of Canada. And seeing you and some of the people that I've only really spoken to on the internet, which is going to be really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Competing. That's going to be great.
Yes.
What else?
The heckling is what I'm really looking forward to. You suck, jackass!
Jackass! Just popping up from behind a hill. You suck!
I'm gonna find kids.
It's that way.
I'm gonna find kids throughout the event just to pop up from.
Just go. Hey, go over to that man over there. Don't worry. He's not gonna hit you or anything. But go tell him he's a jackass.
Yeah, I feel like $5 is gonna go so much further in Alabama than it will here in California.
That's where all this chat money is going.
Exactly. I'm just paying kids to insult Matt. It's gonna be on the other side of the camera.
I grew up with South Park, and they have a different showing of Canada. Can you say about? Yeah, about.
Huh?
That's how you say it, isn't it? It's not a boot.
A boot.
The road was closed.
Let's see.
Make the Americans a case of steam whistle and wait for the fireworks.
Steam whistle.
Steam whistle is not everyone's favorite beer. That's for sure.
Never heard of it personally.
No, because it's very local.
Oh wow! Aren't we? Sorry. You have 1 week to make progress on your trucks for your video series.
I have made a lot of progress, sir, and there will be more progress made, hopefully. I did order a new ESC and motor combo for Class 1.
I did as well. I think we ordered very similar ones.
Let's say it at the same time, okay?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Crawlmaster Magnum Stubby 13 turn BR Mini.
BR Mini.
Yes.
That's interesting.
No way. Yes, I'm running a duplicate of the system that I run in Class 2 in my Class 1 so that I have spare with me just in case. And I also really like how that system performs. So.
Yep. I've decided to go brushed just because Josh is doing it. But I'm keeping my brushless setup in Class 2-3.
Obviously a good setup still.
Provided it works. I am a little bit nervous, but I think running that external Castle BEC will eliminate most of that worry.
You'll be fine. Tim Hunziger.
It's just so nice on 4S that everything just works.
They are smooth. I mean, nice.
Smooth and quiet.
Exactly. For the heckling at nationals. Yes. You've just bought 2 kids, sir.
Whoa. Is this? Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the FBI is phoning?
We're just
You
gonna.
just
I'm gonna
two
equate
children.
the total chat revenue into the number of children purchased for the even.
God, stop talking. Can we get everyone at Nats to wear shirts that say "Jackass" on the front? You know what? It's pretty easy. I'll just put that on a shirt and offer it at the Teespring.
Not Highfield. Thank you. Here's $5 for Matt's heckler. Colorado RC. How many scale points to build a VS410 with leaf springs? Chirps and jerks. He did it.
He did it on a VS410. Yeah.
He did it on a
Yep.
VS410. What did he
Yep.
put?
You get 12 points for leaf springs.
Not worth it. Wait, do you have to use them? Just can you put the leaf springs in the bed?
Well, that's something that I wanted to ask about. Like, how much of a leaf spring functioning does there have to be? Could you just mount it to
I
the
think that it
axle
says
and
that
use
the
links?
I think that it says somewhere in there that the leaf springs have to be able to support the vehicle without a separate shock.
Okay.
I think that it does say that.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that at some point that clarification was made.
Yeah. Brian Davis, I installed my SSD locking hubs and I turned the red locking hub to lock and my clip came loose and my wheel came off. Any idea why that happened? The E-clip, probably.
I have heard
you might
this.
have put, yeah, I've heard this a couple of times too. You might have put too much tension on it when you loosened it or tightened it. If you tightened it too much, maybe that forced the E-clip to come off. But there isn't a lot of depth on that E-clip, so do be careful with that.
Doobie.
Doobie doobie doo.
I'm a child.
This episode brought to you by. What is it brought to you by? Send Cut Send.
Send, mailed, and processed in the middle.
Signed, mailed, delivered. It's yours.
It's yours. SendCutSend.com for all of your hotel needs.
Jackass t-shirt brought to you by Sizzler. Yes, that's right. That's right. Oh, hey, shooter, you wanna come with me to Sizzler later?
I forgot about that.
We can be friends. No. You just keep going there.
Yes. All right.
I think this is over.
This is over. I feel bad for you already. So I feel like
you want some Sizzler? My treat. Hey, that Mista lady.
I think I killed her.
Killed her. All right, so my homework tonight is not watching Flying Cars for the 80th time.
You watch Fast and the Furious tonight.
Fast and the Furious #1.
Yes.
And then do I watch Tokyo Drift?
No, Too Fast, Too Furious was after #1.
Okay.
You can watch them in chronological order of release, not of the storyline.
Okay, great.
So, there you go.
Sizzler and Crocs, new sponsors.
I want to say thank you to Brian Sherwood, Doug Lemoyne, Team Garage, Hack Aardvark, Spleen, Jeremiah Solberg, Pokey. Sorry, I don't.
You suck.
Undernissen, Toy, RC, Oda, Builds, Tim Hunsiker, John Highfill, Crawler, Ratto, RC, and Brian RC, or Brian Sherwood again as well. Thank you. I'm going to Nats just to heckle Matt. Yes.
That's great because you know what? I don't care enough. I'm saying that now, but of course I'd get there and I'm going to be
Stop making fun of me.
No, there won't be tears, but I'll be so comp stanced, it's going to be ridiculous. All right. Thank you to Ozzy RC Queen, RC Dave Charged Up, Team Garage Hack RC Concepts, Jay Huff, Doug Lemoyne, Jimmy Two Horses, Brian Sherwood, Pauk, Team. See, just say it with confidence, and then it doesn't matter if you're saying it
What'd
wrong.
you say it? How'd you say it?
Pauk.
Is that?
Yeah, it's all the letters. Team Garage Hack RC Concepts, Team Garage Hack RC Concepts, Team Garage Hack RC Concepts, Jay Walker, Gunnar Nissen, Toy RC Yoda Builds, Wrapped Graphics, Sean Katie Thomas, Zwam TB. Thank you guys and gals. Much appreciated.
Buck Dandy slid one in there on me without me watching.
Oh, yes. Oh,
looking forward to seeing you in Alabama as well. Greenbow, Alabama. Awesome.
Whoa, geez, I just lost an S-Beaner.
Which one?
Okay,
the huge one or the larger one that you weren't going to use?
Honestly, I looked at this and went, maybe that's a bit big, but you can get away with that, I think. 10-pounder. What's the number one? 3 pounds? All right, guys. Thank you so much. We will see you next week. Same time, same bat channel. Josh, what are you building on Friday?
I have no idea what I'm doing. No clue whatsoever. I have no hope. But I'll be live regardless, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Friday. And I'll either be doing something or I'll be answering your questions.
You'll be there or you'll be shape. I might actually do a live build this weekend.
Nice. What are you thinking? What do you got?
I might build that escort.
Nice. Yes. I like it. You should do that.
Yeah.
Did you get bearings for it already?
I don't think I'll be building that then.
Yeah, get bearings.
I'll call my man Edward.
Yeah. Do that.
All right.
Thanks,
Take care, everybody. Have a great night.
We
Thanks
will
again.
See you next time.
Love you. Bye.